I've been working on my game Afterblast for a few months now, and one of the main features I've been wanting to add is proximity voice chat. Well, I finally got around to doing just that. You see, when I first came up with the idea for Afterblast, I wrote down a short list of all the things that I wanted to create for the game. The first item was creating the base game mechanics: shooting, dying, respawning, and picking up weapons. I didn't really have an original game mechanic, as I was just learning how to make a multiplayer game. I wrote down proximity chat as the last item on the list because I thought it would be the hardest. And boy was I right. In the last video, I had already completed the base game mechanics. Shooting works, kind of.
Shoot? What happens when you shoot?
I shoot.
Yeah. Does it?
Picking up guns, well, that kind of breaks the player's bones.
No, why it's like that.
Where's the circle?
I checked the first couple of items off on my list and stared at the next item: proximity voice chat. There were two choices I could make. I could spend a couple of boring days fixing these game-breaking bugs, or I could put voice chat in the game. Well, you clicked on the video for voice chat, so we're going to do voice chat, baby. It all started back a couple years ago when I saw Danny's video. I made Squid Game, but it's a multiplayer game. Did anyone ask himself how the heck he didn't get sued? Anyways, in the video, he added proximity chat to his game, which I thought was incredibly cool. But I also thought it would be super hard to code in, so I just left the idea in my head and moved on. A couple years later, I was on a YouTube scroll infection, procrastinating working on Afterblast, when I saw a video that was showcasing a plugin called Vvox. Apparently, it was a free voice chat plugin, and as it turns out, it was actually bought by Unity. Intrigued, I read more about the asset. There is no way that making voice chat is this easy, I told myself, and I wasn't wrong. So I followed the instructions on the Unity page to test it out. I downloaded the plugin, imported it into Afterblast, and pressed the play button. Nothing. It didn't work at all.
Hello? Hello, is this working? Hello? 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 Hello?
Honestly, I wasn't even that surprised, considering it's almost never that easy to code in something that tricky inside of a game. So either the video was clickbait or I did something wrong. I was determined not to go back to fixing the game-breaking bugs that plague Afterblast, so I went back to the documentation, which looked like it was written in the same era as Internet Explorer, and tried to find out why the voice chat wasn't working. I'm pretty sure that the documentation is outdated because the instructions just said to import the package into the Unity project, nothing else. And clearly, those instructions didn't work. I literally couldn't find any tutorials on YouTube that showed a detailed process on how to get the voice chat working. The only videos I found were people showing off their game once they finally got the voice chat to work.
Hey Charles. Hey Barles. What's up? I guess I'll talk to you in a second then. Oh my gosh, it actually works. Wow. All I can say is that I was able to put this example together in just a couple of days.
I knew this was going to be way harder than I thought because there wasn't even an Indian tutorial to come in clutch. So I ended up doing a lot of tedious work scrolling through the outdated Vvox documentation, taking almost 3 days to fully understand all the components that I needed. Turns out the instructions in the documentation were completely wrong. After importing the package, there were a couple more steps. First, you have to public async void login to Vvox async, joined equals false, print trying to join into Vvox, login options, options equals new login options, options that display name equals game matchmaker that instance that player name to text, options that enable TTS equals true, await Vvox service dot instance login async options, channel 3D properties co-options equals new channel 3D options, inaudible distance conversion distance, audio fade intensity by distance, audio fade model exponential by distance. Don't even ask me how I figured out what code to write, because none of this exists in the Vvox documentation or online anywhere else. I had to go into the package code and find the functions that I thought would work. Recently, I've been wanting to take my programming skills in C# to the next level, and if you could tell in the video or not, I'm sort of a bad programmer. Luckily, today's sponsor is Skillshare. Skillshare has hundreds of programming courses that I could take to improve my programming skills, ranging from beginner to advanced. If I had signed up for Skillshare before creating Afterblast, honestly, I think it would have taken me half the time to code, and I would have not struggled with making a voice chat system. Skillshare is the largest online platform for creators with thousands of courses led by experts. These courses aren't just for programming either. Skillshare has courses for illustration, business, animation, and much more. Skillshare can help you take your hobby to the next level. When I first started learning how to create games, I took a course called Masterclass in C# Programming and Unity 2D Game Development, and it helped me so much. If you want to learn programming, animation, or art, sign up for a free trial of Skillshare to help you improve your skills. The first 500 people to use my link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So get started today. So now that I logged into Vivox servers, I needed to test if it would actually work. So I uploaded the Afterblast build to itch.io and then opened up a server on my grandma's computer. I connected a player on my computer and turned on my mic. And to my surprise, it actually worked. Or so I thought. I could hear my voice faintly, but every couple of seconds the audio would cut out for minutes at a time, and I didn't have a single clue why this was happening.
Hello? Hello? What? Hello, hello? Hello, 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 hello.
First, I tried unplugging and resetting my microphone drivers to see if it was my mic, but that didn't help. Next, I thought it would be an internet issue, so I tried running the server on my computer instead of online. Nope, that didn't work either. So I decided to reread the entire Vivox documentation to see if I missed anything, and matter of fact, I did. It turns out I was supposed to enable run in background inside of the Unity project settings. This setting was causing the audio to cut out when I minimized the Afterblast build, because the scripts couldn't run in the background. Would it be too hard for the developers of Vivox to code in instructions that actually worked? So I tested out the game with my friends Marla and JJ Boy.
Great, I must say.
I made it so that it pans on the headphones. So like you can hear. Could you do
Yeah,
that?
except
Like,
it's not great. It's kind of messed up. Why am I holding the gun like this?
I don't know. I was trying to fix it the whole time. The body just glitches in. It only happens when only when I upload the server when there's other people in there. You're holding like 3 guns. I don't know why it's like that.
Where's the circle? The center.
We're back where we just were, JJ.
Okay.
Stop bumping into me.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Yo, what is this?
Shoot, what happens when you shoot?
I shoot.
Yeah. Does it? No, you killed yourself.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Oh.
If you watched the last video when I was working on Afterblast, you could see that the game just didn't look very fun. The movement just felt stiff and unnatural, and the game felt like it had no purpose. So I made a couple of changes. First, I moved the camera from a third-person view to a first-person, and with the first-person camera view, it already felt way more immersive and fun to play. I don't know, there's just something about FPS games that make them feel way more fun. I've also been wanting to add another mechanic to the game for a long time, because Afterblast has just been a normal third-person shooter game. If I wanted my game to be a hit, I needed something unique and original to make it stand out. I couldn't think of a unique mechanic for the life of me, but then someone in the comments suggested that I add parkour movement to the game, so I decided to add wall running and wall jumping. Now normally, coding in wall running would be pretty easy. When the player is running and pressed up against the wall, all I have to do is make the player stick to the wall. But since I have a multiplayer game, it's 10 times harder. So first I coded in the player to stick to the wall when it detected that there was one nearby. It worked a little bit, but the player would spaz out sometimes, like the wall running code only worked half of the time. It took me almost 2 weeks of moving around code to figure out why the wall running wasn't working. I tried putting the wall run function inside of late update. Nope, that didn't work. I tried putting it inside of fixed update. That didn't work either. I tried commenting out all the other movement code to see if it was that was causing the jittering. Nope. After scrolling through a multiplayer Discord server, I found a guy who was having the same issue as me. He was creating movement for his game and was having the same jitter problem. And the way he fixed it was by syncing the variable from the update function and putting it inside of the replicate function. So now that I have the multiplayer voice chat set up, I need your help. I need to know how much players the Afterblast can handle at a time. When this video goes live, I'm going to be playing Afterblast over the next couple of days. So if you see me in the leaderboard and kill feed, come over and say hi.